It is John Gibbons from the Anfield Wrap. We're in the AXA Training Centre. It's always a privilege to be invited down here, and it's also a privilege to present this award every year. It's your award. It is chosen by the fans, and it is the Embodiment of Liverpool Football Club award. And that means the player who fans have decided most embodies on the pitch what we think a Liverpool player should win. Some esteemed winners since we started out with Andy Robertson in 2019. Alisson Becker won it last year, and this year it is this man, Joe Gomez. Joe, congratulations.
Thank you, man. It means a lot, honestly. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because it's from the fans, and it shows that everything that you've put on the pitch this season, every position you've played, every effort you've put in, all the sweat that's come off your brow has been appreciated, and that must, you know, mean a little bit to you, like.
No, massively. Like, I've sort of said it a lot of times on record, and that's all you want to do as a player, you know, give it all for the team. Sometimes it's shown, and you'll go down as a legend in some cases, like Mo will, Ali will, Verge will, for what they do and how they conduct themselves. But for someone like me, I appreciate it. Like, it means a lot to just give you all for the team, and to be voted for by the fans is what matters most. And yeah, no, it means a lot.
Your bond with the fans is strong, partly because you're the longest serving player now, isn't it? Which is sort of quite something. I still see you as a young guy. I mean, you're all young guys compared to me, unfortunately. But, like, you know, I still see you as quite a young guy. And obviously you've got great years ahead of you. But you've been here a long time now. So how have you felt that the bond with the supporters has grown over that period?
Yeah, I'm massively appreciative. Obviously over that time I've had some tough periods where, like, I've really felt that they've supported me and yeah, been behind me. I think we say it so much, and I don't ever want it to, like, lose its touch, but supporters here are something else. And I think being here this long really helps me realise what we're blessed with and how fortunate we are to have the supporters we do. I think it's not just in the moments when we win things and so on, but it's just the whole aura and the energy that they give us. I think it just means a lot to be a part of this culture, this club, and what it means. I think people from the outside looking in are probably envious of what we have here, and being here this many years, it's only grown over time, making me realise how special it is to be here. Speaking to some of the boys that have moved on and them emphasising how good of a place this is, because I guess sometimes having something to compare it to helps, but I'm just grateful to be here, and yeah, long may it continue.
Well, as you can see from the award, the fans feel the same way, and they're pleased that you've given so much of yourself to Liverpool, not just this season, but your whole adult life, effectively, isn't it? But to focus on this year, I had a little look before at your appearances. You've actually played, I don't know if you've realised, you played more this season than any other year in terms of cumulative appearances. Forget about the quality for a minute, which has been there, but just to be able to get yourself on the pitch, you know, sometimes twice a week, quite a lot, especially January, February, when we needed you twice a week, and we were, you know, the manager was flogging you, but you were sort of there. But that must feel good that your body's held up first and foremost.
Yeah, no, it means a lot to me. I think everyone knows, like, my history and what I've been through, but more than anything, like, trying to come over that and just prove that I can be there every week. It's no mean feat, because the Premier League's relentless, and, like, the way we play and the intensity we play with is high level. Obviously, that's what we're known for. So that's something that was big on my agenda, just being available and making sure that I can just play my part if needed to be and called upon. So I obviously have to be meticulous about my approach, but that's why I'm thankful again for the club and the staff that we have here and the infrastructure in place to just help us perform at our best. Obviously, over the time, I've learned a lot about myself, how to approach and the 1%ers, doing the little things that can add up, whether it be nutrition, sleep, recovery, like, and just, I enjoy that stuff. I think everyone, like, I enjoy the process, and then when you get on the pitch, you just have to do what you can. But just being available for me, it means a lot, because then you can help the team and being part of things, and not being part of things in the past, it hurts, and that's all we want to do as players. No one wants to get injured, and no one wants to not play their part. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been tough at times, obviously, like, but yeah, it's been a great journey.
I'm sure the manager was grateful to have you available, because there was a period, sort of January, February, where it felt like every time I went onto my phone another player was injured. I'm sure it was the same, you know, for you guys as well. And, you know, you play different positions and you're playing often with young teams. And were you conscious of that, you know, as injuries mounted up and more senior pros were out, you thinking like, you know, I need to maybe step up a bit of leadership, because you got, you know, someone like Conor Bradley who did so well, you know, other young players who were around the team. Are you thinking, well, first of all, I need to make sure that my level's there, but also I need to support some of these guys too?
Yeah, obviously it was a lot I needed to focus on personally. But then naturally, I think things have transitioned a bit, whereby we lost some key figures, obviously the Hendos, Fabs, Millies, and naturally, like, it got replaced with younger, top quality players that have been unbelievable this year. But naturally, it probably made me feel a bit more like I need to come of age a bit and maybe be a bit more of a voice, even if it's not always shouting and so on. It might be just be by application. And yeah, I've enjoyed that. I've definitely felt like that's been a transition for me. But then I think lads have done so well, like Connor, like you say, Jarrell, Bobby Clark, Maka, like so many of the boys have come in, have excelled so much. I don't think anyone else can take as much credit for them as that, for that as them.
Yeah.
See, the gaffer has been unbelievable. And for me personally, in those moments when I've needed to adapt or to play a different position, he's been so good with me and just helped me feel like, just enjoy it, like try and embrace it, embrace the challenge. Don't think about your lack of experience there or how things will change or the differences, but just enjoy it. And when he says that to you, you just feel a peace and calm that you can just do the best that you can. And then, yeah, then when you're in a team with this much quality, things can go well. So yeah.
Is that one of his main attributes? Do you think Jurgen is that he's able to make players feel confidence on the pitch? Because I guess all players need that. You talk about, you know, young players coming in and obviously need it, but I guess there's times where even someone who's played 300, 400 games like yourself might feel like you're sort of doubting yourself a little bit, or playing in centre midfield and you're like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, boss. Yeah. Is that one of his main skills as a manager?
100%. Like, I can vividly remember, like, obviously going into 6 against Southampton, like, he pulled me before. I'm just like, Joey, like, just enjoy it. Don't stress. Don't worry about this or that. You're playing higher up the pitch, but just play and enjoy the game. Obviously, he gave me tactical instructions and so on, but just his approach, rather than just feeling like it's sink or swim, him having that belief in me and then also giving me that calm to just enjoy it it's hard to put into words how impactful that is. So, and I think you see that. People see the little interactions, like before a young lad's going to make their debut or you're coming off the bench in a big game, and he just puts you at ease and just gives you some perspective within a couple of seconds that just makes you think, do you know what, if the gaffer sees it like that, I can just play and enjoy the game. So I think everyone's got it. It doesn't have to be said that he's going, but it's also a chance to just be thankful for what he's given us. I think me personally, as a human being, more than anything, like you say, I've spent my whole adult life here, so I'm incredibly lucky to have someone like him in and around me for all that time.
I think that's how we feel as supporters as well, is that, you know, it's a range of emotions with him going, but the main one you feel is gratitude, really, for what he's given the club and what he's given us as fans, and I guess for you as players as well, how he supported you, how he's led the team, and those nights in Madrid and you know, the games like Barcelona will be with us all forever.
100%. And I think everyone can see he's given everything from day one, and you can only respect what he's done and just appreciate his decision and understand why. And yeah, it's a chance for us to just try and give us his all for the rest of the season. Obviously, we've had some difficult results, but we want to go out on a high and just to give all for him, and then after wherever that leads us, that leaves us. But he said that as well, so I think that gives us peace that we can just. We're gutted. Obviously, things haven't gone as well as they could have, but we'll just give it our all to the last whistle, and then we can just show him the respect he deserves.
And whatever happens, we are the only team in England who've currently won a trophy. That is just Liverpool. There's one trophy been decided, and Liverpool have got it, and that is something. It might not be the one that's at the top of everyone's wish list, kind of in the summer, but it's the first one you can win, and we did that, and it was some afternoon, and you were involved from about 20 minutes, I think 25. You sort of came on, and then sort of straight through to the end. Tell us about that day from your point of view, because we felt it as supporters and the immense pride, and I think we've still got bruises from the celebrations for Virgil sort of on my legs. But how was it for you guys on the pitch, just the whole day, because it was a crazy final?
Yeah, there's nothing like there's genuinely nothing like winning a trophy with this club. I think those days are like they stay with you forever. Obviously, the game was special in the circumstances we won. I think Virg, first and foremost, like just as a leader in the way he's embodied that role as skipper and showing it then. Like even on a day like that, when you score a goal and it gets disallowed, to do it again in the manner he did is unbelievable. But then I think the young lads, like, to come into an occasion like that, I think for any of us, going down to Wembley for a final is like, it's a big game and you feel it. You feel the impact, and we're playing a good opposition, and it's a chance to win a trophy. So I think the way the lads came on, I think it just emphasised what I've been saying about how the gaffer gives you a licence to just be yourself, be free. And I think Jayden and Bobby, and I think just the way they played and Maka, the aura about them and the effect they had on the game, I think it's been bad, but it's their trophy in many ways. Like that's unbelievable, and I think, yeah, it was a special afternoon, one that we don't take lightly, and it means a lot. It's the League Cup, and yeah, it's nice to win a trophy. Regardless, it's something to show, and that's what it's about being here. We want to win trophies, and yeah, it was a nice afternoon.
It is funny for those young players, though, to have won a trophy so early in their career, and like you said, they were a massive part of it, and it would have taken you a while. I'm not sure how old you would have been when your first kind of trophy came at Liverpool, but maybe 25, 26, so it's kind of something like that, whereas they're bouncing around Wembley at 18, and you must have had a word for them saying, like, you know, don't think this is every week.
I remember Millie saying it to us one time when we won the League Cup, and he was like, hey lads, like, don't, I think like a couple of lads came in, were on their phones, and it was like, don't take this for granted. Like, this is one of those moments, you got to enjoy it. Like, just be in the moment, be present, and it doesn't come easy. Like, just because we're here and we've won some things doesn't mean this will go on forever. So that always stuck with me, him saying it, because if Millie says it, he's been through it all. So yeah, they're lucky it's come that early, but yeah, it's special.
Well, James Milner will be pleased he's still getting channeled even after he's gone. The legacy list on, which is good. Had you thought about penalties? Was that something that you've asked later? Have you asked the gaffer if you were on one? Because it would have been interesting to see who would have taken. It wasn't far, was it?
I think I'd have been after Queeve if I'd been 11.
He took a good penalty though, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. He scored more than me, but yeah, me and I think me, Ibu and Joel have all bantered before. To be fair, Ibu's taken one, but me and Joel have, like, there's been a couple rounds like in the cup when I think we played Arsenal at home. We went to pens, and as it creeps closer, like, we're both stepping back. So I don't know where I would have been, but I'm definitely not anywhere near the top 5.
We didn't have to worry about that because Virg stepped up, and just a word on the captain, because I know he is your friend. He's up there on the wall as well. You must be really, really proud of how he stepped up as captain, because it's big shoes to fill in Jordan. He's one of the best captains this football club's ever had in terms of how he led and the trophies he's won. And what's impressed me about Virgil is he's done his own thing with it, but he always steps up even if we lose a game. You know, he's first to sort of front up, and I think that's good leadership. You must be proud of your friends.
100%. Like, I'm I'm incredibly happy for him. Like, I can't put into words, because I know what it means for him, and I know I really get to see the inside and how things sometimes are tough. Like you say, it's a massively pressurised position to be in. I think following Hendo's footsteps after the year we've had, a lot of unknowns and uncertainties, I think the way Virg has stepped up and just taken every responsibility that comes with it, the little things that people might not see in a training ground when you need to make decisions or enforce, just moments when, like, lads, we need to be better at this, or it might be timekeeping, it might be just different things that you don't want to slip out of place. I think Virg has just, like you say, done it in his own way, and it's made him, I think, even more appreciated amongst us as a team, because his ability speaks for itself. I think he's the best of what he does, he's the best in the world, and probably the best the club's ever had in that position. But I think the way he's handled it off the pitch as a leader and on the pitch in moments when we've had tough defeats, and it's not even a hesitation, he'll step up and go and speak and represent us all and how we feel. So I think, yeah, it's been a joy to watch. Like, he's taken it more than in his stride, and I'm so happy for him. And yeah, I'm sure he's incredibly proud to be captain of his country and his club, and the way he does it speaks for itself.
I mean, you might end up going up against him in the summer. We'll have to wait and see for that. Obviously, the squad's not being announced, but you got back in the England squad this season after a little bit of a timeout. That must have been a nice milestone for you. You know, we're here to celebrate you and your season, and that'll be part of it. When you look back, will be getting back in that England squad and pulling on the shirt again. Must have been very fulfilling. Yeah,
definitely. I think I sort of emphasised it there. I was conscious. I don't really enjoy the story being about me, but my missus helped me and just sort of emphasised, like, you should embrace that, because it was tough and I didn't think it would come again. There was probably.
Did you sort of given up a bit, had you?
I wouldn't say I gave up, but I was definitely at peace with it.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, like I say, I'm grateful to be here. Like, your club is the platform to play there, and I was just happy to focus on playing here, and I was never chasing that. I'm not chasing it, but to go back, just from a personal standpoint, to get injured there and have that situation, to go back, yeah, it was nice from a personal standpoint. But yeah, like I say, I'm at peace with it. Whatever happens in the summer happens. I'm focused on here. Like, this is the priority in a minute. If you don't do well here, nothing happens. So. Yeah, but like you say, it is a part of my season for sure, and a part of my journey that means a lot. More than anything, little things like my son and my second now, I can at least say I played for England when he was born. And yeah, one day you'll look back at those things, and yeah, I appreciate it in that sense.
You mentioned before the strong end to the season. I think that's all what we want. There's 2 home games left. Spurs on Sunday is going to be a flag day. I don't know if you guys are not into that, but the cup's going to look beautiful and all the old flags are coming out, and that's going to be part of, us showing that we're behind you, no matter kind of, what happens in the league from now to in. And that is an opportunity, isn't it? The fact that there's 3 games, but 2 of them at Anfield, to just go out on a high and win those games. And what I'd love to see, and I'm sure for you guys, is to see, like, the what I'd say is the real Liverpool, and for you guys as well, you must be looking to sort of play like the real Liverpool there, because it'd be such a great way to finish.
Yeah, I think more than anything, like you say, we want to show that fight. We want to show that passion that we're known for, and as a collective, like, we want to match the fans and give our all, like the fans always do. So. Yeah, I think we want to do it right. It's the gaffer's last 2 home games, and we want that to be a good atmosphere and do him justice, because, yeah, like you say, we just have to give our all and play like we know we can, and I'm sure we'll get the results off the back of that. Hopefully, like you say, we look back with a few wins at the end of the season and still be happy and proud of what we've achieved in the year. But that comes with starting at Spurs. It's not going to be easy games, like we say, but yeah, we know we want to finish the right way and end it on a good note, because that's what he deserves and that's what the fans deserve. So hopefully we can do that.
I mentioned before about being the longest serving player. I think you're the only one who's worked under a different manager. I don't think there's anyone else now. Now Bobby's gone and people like that who was so, like, it'd be strange for everyone and it'll be strange for the others, but you know Liverpool before Jurgen and you'll know it sort of after, so you might have a little bit more reassurance for the other guys that, listen, life goes on and the team goes on and the fans will still come and there's still games to be won.
Yeah, I mean, albeit brief, I mean, I guess you could look at it the other way. Like they've had come from other environments and they come here and a lot of, I mean, all I know is the gaffer for nearly 9 years. It is obviously somewhere I can refer back to, like obviously the time under Brendan and him bringing me to the club, but it's hard to see the club without Jurgen, and imagine an environment without him. It is like tough news, and it's still something that I'm processing. I think a lot of us are going to be processing, and yeah, I don't know. Whatever will be, the infrastructure's here. I think the gaffer's left a great environment, a great culture, and yeah, I'm sure we'll embody whatever's next, but I think we just have to try and end it well and do our best.
And just finally, when a new manager does come in and, you know, it's not quite confirmed yet who that's going to be, but, you know, whoever it is will come in and have I'm sure, a bit of a chat with you about yourself and your position and what you want to be moving forward.
Yeah.
You know, have you thought about what you might say to him in that situation? Because, you know, you might decide you're a centre midfielder now moving forward. That's kind of up to you. But have you thought about, you know, what you would say in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I think I've obviously, like said before, I'm a centre half and so on. I think this season's taught me, like, I just want to enjoy playing football. Don't necessarily need to box myself in. Obviously, I still feel like I can contribute well at centre half, but I've definitely enjoyed my football, and for me that comes first. I think just trying to help the team, and I definitely would have turned around and say, no, Gaff, I don't want to play another position. Like, it is what it is. The main thing is, like you say, just giving it all for the badge, and wherever that is, I'm definitely, I think, in a phase of my career where I'm more accepting to whatever that may be. I'm not as young and hard-headed about I need to play centre half. I think a lot of it is your mindset and the way you approach the game, and I think me approaching it this year with a more open mind and just trying to do my best for the team and contribute however possible, because it's been a lot of change. Like, the positions have not been bog standard at times, and there's been alterations tactically, and that's just the way the game's heading. But in a way, I've enjoyed that challenge, and it keeps it fresh, it keeps it sort of exciting, and yeah, everyone wants consistency, but I'll be open. I definitely won't box it in or shut that door. I just want to give my all, and wherever that is, there is. It's never plain sailing. I can't say everyone's going to be fit for certain games, and I'm never going to be the guy to turn around and be like, I don't want to play. So what will be, but yeah, I've definitely got an open mind.
Well, everyone knows whatever position you play, you'll always give you all, and you always have done since the moment you walked in, Joe, and it's been, you know, a real privilege to spend this time with you. And I will hand over now this award, because, like I say, it is from the supporters, so it's not mine, and it is for you. I treasure that because, you know, hopefully it shows what the supporters, you know, what you mean to them and everything that you have given. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Top man.
Thank you, man.